A common acronym you'll hear when talking about data and applications is CRUD. CRUD, spelled C-R-U-D, stands for Create, Read, Update, and Delete. jQuery provides a powerful library of methods to perform these operations on DOM elements. We're going to take a look at how to do that in this section. So I've gone ahead and modified my index.html file to include a single paragraph and then 4 buttons with IDs corresponding to each CRUD operation. Let's go to our app.js file to see how we might wire these up. The first one we'll wire up is the Create button. jQuery allows us to create data and DOM elements that we can either append or prepend to a particular element or position before or after that element. In this case, I've done all 4. I've appended some text to our paragraph element, but I've also created a new paragraph element both before and after our existing one. To read data from the DOM, jQuery provides us with 3 methods: text, HTML, and val. Val is really only appropriate for input elements. The rest of the time we'll use text to see what data is contained in a particular element. And HTML will return the entire element, including its tags. To update elements, we use the same method names, but pass in parameters to those methods. Again, val is typically only applicable to input elements, so normally we would just want to use text in this situation. But what's really cool is that HTML method that allows us to pass in HTML as a string, and jQuery automatically parses that as HTML and inserts it into that element that we queried by. And finally, we can delete data. jQuery provides us 2 methods to delete data. The first is empty and the second is remove. The difference is that empty does not actually remove the element or elements we queried by from the DOM. Remove does. But both methods remove both the data and child elements inside of the element or elements that we queried by. Let's go to the browser to see all of these in action. And in our browser, we can see that if we click Create, it created a paragraph both before and after our initial paragraph. It also prepended some text before our text in our paragraph and appended some text after it. By clicking Read, we can see what's contained in both the text and HTML. Again, the val is more applicable to input elements. Our paragraph doesn't have a value attribute. If we click Update, it changes our paragraph element, our initial paragraph element, to the text that we specified when we set that data in our text and HTML methods. And finally, if we click Delete, it both empties and removes all paragraph elements from the DOM. So it's really powerful how we can perform these CRUD operations on DOM elements. Go ahead and try performing these operations on your own, and once you feel comfortable, let's move on to the next section.